Hey everybody, JB back with you once again, and welcome to the final case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Maya Fey has been kidnapped by somebody who calls himself Dick Killer, totally not suspicious at all, and we had just been at a big Grand Prix competition event for a superhero contest or something, in which an actor named Matt Engarde, who plays a character called the Nickel Samurai, won. Now the Nickel Samurai is under suspicion for murdering his rival at this event named Juan Corrida, who played a character called the Jammin' Ninja. And this mysterious assassin or kidnapper or whatever wants us to clear Engarde's name for reasons we do not know. So what exactly is it we're going to do? Well, I guess we're going to play along until we see what happens next, I suppose. So Pearl, since Maya is not with us, is now our assistant, it seems, for this case. So let's see what she has to say. It has been one day since the events of the kidnapping, I believe, so let's go ahead and talk to her. Good morning. Ah, morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's go hurry and see Mr. Engarde. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m., so... Oh, I see. Ah, Mystic Maya, if only I'd gone with you. Poor Pearls, she's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening, thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. By the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please, help her. I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. Alright, we don't have the happy music here, so let's talk to her about what to do and Maya's situation. I have a thought. Huh? You're going to represent Mr. Engarde, aren't you? Yeah, I don't really seem to have a choice. But what if he is the real murderer? Well, it is a good point. I mean, it seems rather odd that this guy would be threatening somebody in order to get an innocent verdict for somebody, if they're actually innocent, but maybe there's more to it than just that, so I suppose we need to find out what's really happening here. What would you do then, Mr. Nick? Would you fight to get a not guilty for a murderer to save Mystic Maya? Pearls. Let's talk to Mr. Engarde first, okay? We can think all the bad things we want, but it doesn't change a thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about it. Pearls, you're really worried about Maya, aren't you? I don't have anyone else left in this world. What do you mean? My family's all gone. Her family? My father? He left my mother in the village behind and went away. I'm sorry. And my mother, she did that thing all for me. Oh yeah. Mystic Maya, she's like a sister to me. She's all I have left in this world. Aw, poor Pearl. Alright, well, let's go to the detention center to meet Mr. Engarde. We haven't actually met him yet. Guess we're arriving 3 minutes early. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one Nickel Samurai charged with the murder of the Jammin' Ninja. There he is. Good morning. How are you today? I know this situation might be a little tough for you. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know... Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers. I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm going to ask my manager, okay? Apparently he's got a smartwatch that has a built-in antenna in it. Good thing we don't need to put those in anymore with our watches nowadays. The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Max a little bit with just kind of how out of his depth he seems here. I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Alright, well, let's talk to him. I like his theme music here. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so if I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? You sure have to ask a lot of people for a lot of stuff. Mr. Engarde is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Yeah, this is kind of coming across a little bit more like he's contractually obligated to do this. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. Engarde, I would like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Come on, man, don't do that again. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If we're talking about Mr. Engarde's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. Alright, can we present our badge to him? Mr. Engarde, this is an attorney's badge. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't have the free time to be looking at things like that. Huh? I'm much too busy with Nickel Samurai stuff right now. I think you're more busy being suspected of murder right now, man. I don't have the time to take a lawyer's correspondence course. Why does he believe I'm a salesman? Insurance and extinguishers, now this? Can we present this to him? Mr. Nick, what are you going to do with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a but I'm not talking as Pearl anymore. Sorry. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one, too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. It's coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. Yeah, that's a little bit like the pot calling the kettle black. Can we ask him about the thing here? What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. He didn't know? That's odd. That really is odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Get going where? Please wait! I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes use kids to pull in clients too? If you don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer is going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer. The killer? What's he doing? It looks like he's mulling something over. That's really odd. Alright, dude. I accept your terms. Well, he changed his mind rather quickly. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. Well, we did it! We did it, Mr. Nick! Yeah. I don't feel any better for it, and he doesn't look too happy either. Oh no, he's got a big smile on his face. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help out as much as I can. Alright. Man, I think my lucky star is that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero, and you're in the national spotlight. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? No, Pearl, it's okay. Ah, it's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately I just keep on getting more and more popular. True enough. Although I'm not sure it's in a good way this time. The Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. Engarde is a way of catching the eyes of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. A spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. But everyone loves a good scandal. I don't know, I feel like we don't necessarily live in the age of all publicity is good publicity anymore. Can you tell me about your activities last night? Well, after I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show? I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Could it be that somebody else maybe set up that for him, perhaps? Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I mean, to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, that took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? That's true. I've definitely thought of that as well when we first heard who killed who. Or who apparently did. That's kind of a bit odd that he would be the guilty party here. If you ask me, that manager is starting to look more and more suspicious. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly. Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Ah! Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm going to get out of him. Mr. Nick! Yeah? Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. Engarde to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that? Yes! If you use this... Maya's Magatama! He won't be able to hide any secrets from you, Mr. Nick. Ooh. Why can't we do this with everybody, then, if we have this ability? I'm sure of it. I get it. Mr. Engarde, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? Well, there's no psyche locks, so that's a good sign. Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Oh, okay, well, we reached the end of, that part, I suppose. I guess I could have just continued on to this point in the previous video. Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me go down here. Yes, there is a second part to the investigation. Alright, well, we're going back to the office. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt Engarde as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that the killer had mentioned that we only get one day to prove him innocent, which is not exactly a lot of time. One thing that I'm still really curious about is that when we mentioned the killer's name, it seems like Matt Engarde changed his tune a little bit about us representing him. So I'm curious to know if maybe he knows of him. Maybe he's like an assassin that's known among people in the entertainment industry or something like that. There's only one way to prove Mr. Engarde's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Alright, let's go through our normal conversations here. I'm kind of sad that Pearl doesn't get her own theme music here. Like, it'd be kind of fun if she got like maybe a baby version of the Turnabout Sisters theme. Since there were no psyche walks, then that means we can trust Mr. Engarde to be innocent. I really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then? Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls. Okay, what is it? Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special Huh? What do you mean? Okay, can we finally tell her the truth? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were... I've been mistaken all this time? No way! Ah, she really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Maya and I are... Maybe I should have just left it alone. Mr. Nick, stop it! Don't hide her true feelings from me! Ow, she slapped me. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move out. Can we talk to Mr. Engarde again? Ask him if he has any ideas about what to do. Ah, the lawyer dude. So, what'd you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Alright, let's talk here. Can you tell me... Oh. We already did this. Is this just the same thing? Okay, yeah, it's just the same thing. Alright. Well, in that case, let's go back to here and then go to the hotel. Maybe we'll meet Mrs. Oldbag again. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? Oh no, not another case where, she's obsessed with the victim. It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little girl in elementary school. The class hamster was fine until it was my turn to Queen of Cage and then it dies. There are kids calling me, start calling me Queen Reaper. I swear they dubbed on me. Wherever the died with the evil spell dies in 3 days. I actually wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. It's okay, Pearls, I couldn't read it because she was talking too fast. Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants! Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I like how the subtitles for that say ray gun on it. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes his heart go but-ump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? And watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. That woman? Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. Oh. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful even the flowers of the fields blush. But despite this, I pressed flowers and read the stars, wrote beautiful love poems, or... Pearls? Are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. Uh-oh. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. Well, let's talk about that. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Uh-oh. Oh my. 4 psyche walks. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Alright, well, I think we're going to have to find out more. I'm going to guess that she wants something from Juan's room if the Steel Samurai case from the first game is anything to go by. Well, let's go to the hall. See what's going on over here. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in here, this kind of atmosphere. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything new here, so let's go to the hallway. I'm guessing this is probably the most critical part of the hotel in terms of where everything probably went down. Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. Whoa, what? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna drive without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. But huh? Let's talk about the camera. So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But don't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it, too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Well, it must have been worth something to somebody, although that might just be because it's a camera. Lotta's camera added to the court record, a very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder. Alright. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time when Mr. Engarde was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. Well, she's certainly not wrong about that. A big scoop. I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Probably has something to do with this fabled press conference, right? Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was. But that's just what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Uh-oh. So only 2 Psyche walks for Lotta. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Haha, yeah. Take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. Alright, well, I don't know if there's really much that we can do here. Can we talk to her about the camera? Nah, and I just bought that camera. Who did it? The thieving rascal? Please don't look straight at me while you're saying that. When I find the bugger who went and done this, they're gonna pay with a bullet! That's pretty serious. And if you do that, don't expect me to defend you. Okay, nothing really happened with that. Does she know anything about this? No, okay. Alright, can we move anywhere else? Oh, we can go into the rooms! Well, let's go to the... Let's just do them in order, actually. I was gonna go to the victim's room first, but maybe this is a better one. Wow, so this room has a separate room for the beds. That's pretty cool. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Engarde's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You're Mr. Engarde's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engarde's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Well, she's definitely all business. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Wow, you are very cooperative compared to almost everyone else we talk to in these things. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engarde. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Engarde. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Engarde and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why'd you have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Engarde's manager. Ah, so you're the manager that we've been hearing about. Okay. Interesting. His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this? Honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? We're sure promising Pearl a lot of juice. Alright, can we talk to her about anything here? Let's ask her about these things, such as the press conference. You were the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right. But Mr. Engarde said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know about all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see. I wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. Okay, nothing about that. What about the camera? Nope. Okay. I think that's about all we can do. So, nothing more there. Let's move out and go to Mr. Corita's room. Oh, wow. Lots of bears. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corita's room, Pearls. Mr. Corita? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So, what's happened? The kidnapper! Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engarde's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've got to keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Well, that sounds promising. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. Ah, wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Hotel guide map added to the court record. Alright, let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so this is pretty simple. We just have the lobby, Viola Hall, and then the two rooms. So pretty straightforward as far as layouts go. Can we ask... actually, let's talk to Gumshoe about everything here first. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should. Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's a murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. So did Lotta take this picture? We're looking at the fingerprints down in the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yup. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engarde's prints, pal. Well, that's never good. That's bad. Real bad. Crime photo added to the court record. Photo of Juan Corita's murder scene. Alright. Why was Mr. Engarde arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? Looks like the victim, Juan Corita, really put up a big fight. Oh hey, there's more to the room. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Oh, really? Mr. Engarde said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldbag. Of course. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around where the victim that's a little off. Something that's a little off, as in that's for you to figure out, pal. Hey, I thought you were gonna help us out. All right, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. All right, let's see if we can present any of these things to him. That's your present from the kidnapper, huh? While you're talking, it sends and receives radio waves. If we could trace that... Yeah, we could use it to find out where the bad guy is. It uses radio waves, huh? I got it. I'll go find a radio scanner and let you borrow it, pal. Great. That sounds like a plan. Okay, nothing about Lotta's camera. Alright, I suppose we should probably examine the room. But you know what? I think I'm going to save that for the next video. Because I kind of want to make the rest of this investigation pretty worthwhile as far as like a whole video is concerned. So I think I'm going to stop here for the time being. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. This case is definitely very intense. And it seems like there's a lot of stuff to unravel mystery-wise. So we'll get on to it next time. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.